CrowdStrike has released their Q2 2025 results, and since the outage, the shareholders has been really waiting in anticipation of their earnings, and see what the management, been telling us what's happening after the outage. Yeah. So in this video, since the outage, we want to find a certain information as a shareholder. So what we want to know from Crowd right now is first, okay, are there any legal claims and compensation needed from CrowdStrike? Are the existing customers leaving them? Can they still get new customers? How is their revenue growth moving forward? And how is their brand and reputation now? So these are the crucial and important questions that needs to be answered by the management in this quarter's results. Okay. Now, in case you all do not know what's happening to CrowdStrike, the team, the BIA team has already done 2 videos. All right. So you can click in these 2 videos here in the description down below and review back, before you come back to this video again if you want to. All right. Okay. So let's move forward right now. So in this video, we will be sharing with you guys first the company news, and then we move to the financial results, and then we will analyze what's happening. Okay. What is the management talking in the earnings call? And then I will share with you other information that you need to know as a shareholder. And then we will put it all together as a summary, and share our view, okay, on CrowdStrike. So let's get started. First, the company news. So CrowdStrike has always been performing very, very well. The share price has been going up, until the maximum, I think it was 390. Okay, but of course, since the outage, all right, there's a plunge, and right now it's around negative drop, drop 36% or 37% already. Yeah. So let's go through the financial results. This result for this quarter really, really quite good. Yeah, you can see that ending, annual recurring revenue, they grew by 32%, which means CrowdStrike's in terms of the recurring revenue only, the annual recurring revenue, they managed to grow by 32%. And in this quarter, how many, net new annual recurring revenue that they added to for themselves for this quarter? They are able to add at 11%. So it's quite a remarkable result. And that's why their total revenue here, they are able to grow at 32%. But let me tell you this, I already analyzed the earnings call. Apparently, CrowdStrike is actually able to grow faster than this. All right. But of course, there are a few reasons and why, okay, they slowed down a bit on this growth here, which we will review to you, okay, in the earnings call. Yeah. The earnings income statement, not bad, no issue here. Yeah, that's why you can see for this quarter, the total, their revenue grew by 32% here. Yeah, so they've been consistently growing. Operating income is still positive. Net income, the orange color bar here is also positive. So we have no complaints. Balance sheet, solid as ever. You can see their total assets are always increasing. Yeah. And then in case, all right, you guys look at the total liability, which is the orange bar, the latest one, it's a bit high, right? Okay, but this is accounting issue. It's an accounting issue. Okay, you can see here, that's why. So in total liabilities, it's around 4.3 billion. But you need to understand CrowdStrike's business model. All right. The customers, when they subscribe to their business, they will pay it forward first. Perhaps pay 1 year or 2 years in advance. And then they will recognize, okay, every year or every month. So that's why you can see this amount of money here they have taken in advance from the customers, what we call unearned revenue. So their total current unearned revenue here is 2.3 billion. So these are not really liabilities, but you have to park it, okay, under the balance sheet, you park it under liabilities. So if you remove this, their real total liabilities around 2 billion only. 2 billion. So that's why here, you can see this orange bar is by right to be 2 billion here. So you can see the blue color bar, which is their total cash, right, at 4 billion. Their cash alone can cover their whole total liability already. So it's actually very, very safe. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Cash flow statement, I have no complaints also because this company is a cash generating machine. So the red bar here is their cash from operation, and after minusing capex, which is very, very little bit, they are still left over. Okay, which is what we call the free cash flow. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Now let's move on to earnings call, and this is the most important part in this video. Yeah. So listen to us carefully. Now, again, let's revise again what we need to understand here, which is the legal claims. How is their existing customers? Are they leaving them? Can they still get customers? What is their revenue growth and how is their brand right now? So this is what we want to know, and we can dig this information from the earnings call. All right. So number one, what we found out here is that Crowd's growth slowed a bit this quarter. I already mentioned, right? Okay, why is that? It's supposed to be higher than 32%. Yeah, but why it's slower is because of this. Because due to the July 19th incident, right, it happened near the end of the Q2 2025 reporting period. So, and that is why here they didn't manage, okay, to focus on closing deals or sales. They were very busy with the final 2 weeks, helping and supporting their customers. Yeah. So that's why, okay, the final 2 weeks typically where they close a number of their deals, majority has to push, okay, to future quarters. But this doesn't mean, okay, that they lost the contract or what. No, it's still within the pipeline. It's just that the recognition, the deals, okay, they have to push to the next quarter already. So we do hope, okay, for the next, quarter 3, quarter 4, okay, they will, increase growth. Yeah, so no issue. Now, this is very reassuring. You can see a lot of news, okay, or analysts out there. I know they have been bashing CrowdStrike. Or outage happened, customers will leave already. Yeah, and then this is a subpar product. This is what the things, the noises, and that we encountered, okay, whenever there's an outage. But you see, that's the thing. When you want to invest at the stock market, you need to filter out market noises. Go direct straight to the primary source. See what the management, it is revealing to us. And it's good to know that CrowdStrike can still close customers post outage. The keyword here is post outage. It means after the outage, what happens? It seems that CrowdStrike can still close a lot of their customers. And you can see they already proven to us 2 noteworthy post July 19 wins. They can still win an 8-figure deal, They can still win an 8-figure deal. And this deal here is won by this customer. This customer here replaced another next-gen cloud security vendor. So you can see, if let's say CrowdStrike's product is so bad, why, you need to ask this question, why the customer are willing to replace another, another competitor, the current product they are using to CrowdStrike. So there must be a reason, okay, why CrowdStrike, they want to use it. So you see, they can still close 8-figure, and not only that, the customer replaces, okay, their competitor. Next, the second one, they still earn, okay, a 9-figure contract. So these are very, very huge contract. Even after outage, they can still win it. Okay. Now, number 3, all right. They also get to win what? Another existing customer that expanding their deal. That means current customers, all right, even what's happening to the outage already, they expand. That means they increase, okay, the contract amount. So the existing customer here expand their deal to 7 figures with CrowdStrike post incident. And this is a 7-figure win. Yeah. Okay. Number 4. This is a very big testimonial. Okay. You see, after the outage, you can see that one Fortune 500 insurance firm that I referenced before, right? Okay, in this discussion. Now, this current customer has been with them for 5 years already. Okay. And they want to consolidate, okay, all of their cybersecurity to CrowdStrike. But you see, in the midst of this deal discussion, the incident happened. So you see, when you were discussing contracts with your customer, and somehow this outage happened, normally customer then will get scared, get worried. Hey, wait first, let's see, let me reconsider your product, something like that, right? But you see, good thing is this. We work with them. Yes, they got affected also, but we work with them on rapid recovery. Our trust record and value for the platform over time stood out. So because of this incident, okay, the opposite happened. These customers actually accelerated the consolidation. That means they want it to, to consolidate their cybersecurity products to CrowdStrike even faster right now. And what is more impressive is, again, they contracted for every Falcon module, displacing 7 technologies. That means they have been using 7 other, cybersecurity vendors out there, and CrowdStrike replaced these 7 technology. This, speaks volumes. This speaks volumes here. Yeah. And because of this, right, their ARR from this customer, 2.2 million, grow to more than 5 million in annual recurring revenue already. Okay, so it shows to us that CrowdStrike, even if post outage, there's a lot of customers, okay, that still, subscribing to CrowdStrike or even, okay, expanding their contract. And it's good to know this, okay, for existing customers. Yeah. Now let's move on. Still protect. Okay, CrowdStrike is still protected from legal claims. Why? Because you see, the outcome of litigation, of course, is very hard to predict. Okay, they do not know, because it's quite recent still. They really do not know whether the customer want to take legal action or not. Okay, but you see, that's the thing. Our customer agreements contains provisions limiting our liability, and we maintain insurance policies intended to mitigate the potential impact. Yeah, so it's good to know that their contract has already a limitation liability, and even if they need to make compensation, they have insurance policies and even have a very high, strong cash flow. And you can see the amount of cash they have, right? It's enough to mitigate. All right. But as of currently, right now, okay, no one is still making any legal claims for CrowdStrike. Yeah. Okay. Next, CrowdStrike's growth again may be affected in the short term. Now you see, existing customers, no issue. It shows already because we have been following CrowdStrike for 2 years, 3 years already. We know existing customers are very strong supporters of their product. Yeah, so that's why even if the incident happened, they continue, okay, to meet their customer or even expand the contract because they know the product, they have been using it, so they know how strong it is already. But maybe the newer customers, the prospects, okay, and new leads, maybe right now will be a bit skeptical. Yeah, because you see, first, due to the outage, okay, CrowdStrike paused prospecting activities, which means they slow down the doing sales because they've been busy supporting their customers, right? So this will impact near-term growth, but then since resumed to normal already. So it seems they have been quite honest with us to tell us, because of this, the whole team in CrowdStrike never really focused on doing sales. All right, they have been supporting the customers, get them back online and stuff. But right now, all right, they already resumed their sales activities already. So just take note, okay, quarter three, quarter four, it may affect a little bit, okay, on their growth in the short term. And of course, not only that, they also willing to tell us we expect to see extended sales cycle for both new and existing customers, with additional scrutiny requiring higher levels of approval at the CEO and in some cases, board of directors level. So you see, because of outage, of course, newer customers or who are not their customers yet, they will definitely be wary. They will be a bit, skeptical a little bit. So this is a friction currently right now, a sales friction for CrowdStrike. Yeah. So they will expect longer sales cycle. Now, sales cycle is like this. Sales cycle means how long a certain company need to take to close the sale. So let's say, for example, CrowdStrike, normally they only need 1 month to close the sale. But perhaps because of this outage, the newer customers, maybe they don't really know CrowdStrike's product, then they never use their product before, they may be a bit wary right now. So instead of 1 month, maybe they need 2 months or 3 months right now because, there's additional scrutiny. Yeah, so this is the point where CrowdStrike needs to build back their brand and reputation. Okay, if they can maintain, okay, that is nothing wrong, and their product is the one of the best, then yes, okay, they will reduce back, okay, this sales cycle. But currently, the management told us, okay, they expect, just expect to see longer sales cycle. Okay, next, it's also good to see existing customers are still supporting CrowdStrike. And this is a statement by the CEO himself, George Kurtz. Okay, it's good to see. You see, again, I'm recounting my calls. Many of them, okay, started the same way. So we had an issue on July 19th, and we've been very clear, very transparent with their customers. And the cause has always been that. In general, you know what the customers tell the CrowdStrike team? You have saved us way more times than this incident, and we are all in on CrowdStrike. So we tend to believe the whole team, okay, the BIA team, we tend to believe this, okay, is the same sentiment for existing customers. CrowdStrike's products has saved them many times already, okay, which probably allowed them to overlook this blunder. All right. So far for existing customers, we are not concerned. Okay, it's good that they are still supporting CrowdStrike. Yeah. Okay. This is the information from the earnings call. Yeah. So let's move on to other information. What we need to know as a shareholder. So number one, we look at the Forrester Wave, their recent report. CrowdStrike still belongs, okay, on the top as a leader here, in terms of cybersecurity incident response services, okay, which means they're still one of the top, one of the best. Then Frost Radar, in terms of the cloud workload protection platform, CrowdStrike is still belong to the top. You can see down here, these are their competitors, which is still down here. In terms of innovation index, their growth index, CrowdStrike belongs in the top. Yeah. Okay. This, pay attention. Very important. You can see why the BIA team, is a little bit biased on CrowdStrike. Okay? And as why we don't want to see other cybersecurity companies. This is the information that you won't find outside there. And here in this video, if you watch it, you will know it. Listen to me carefully. Now, you see, sometimes good thing about reading the earnings call, you get information that the whole market do not know. This gives you an edge, okay, the confidence, okay, to buy a stock. For example, if, okay, you can see that the thesis is not broken. Yeah, so this is why. Now, you see, when this outage happened, a lot of CrowdStrike's competitors have been bashing CrowdStrike. Okay, they take advantage. Okay, they take advantage of the outage, and then they want to get new customers. But George Kurtz in this earnings call decided to clear the air and debunk a lot of the various claims by the competitors. You see, what they tell us is this: CrowdStrike have greater efficacy, greater manageability, and greater scalability than their competitors. So he shows us real proof, which I will show you later. If you look at the latest results, Falcon had 98% coverage, while their next-gen competitor had 79% coverage. So what it means here is this. This is the report. This is the report. So you see, there's a report here that compare CrowdStrike between Palo Alto and Sentinel-1. Yeah, so you can see that in short, for our understanding, we just need to look at this. So in short, how many detections, can your cybersecurity detect? So the blue color bar means very specific, more specific. That means you know what really happening. Orange means not really sure. Orange means in the middle. The gray one means you are, 50-50. You are less specific, not really sure what is the threat happening. So Josh Kurtz says that Falcon had 98% coverage, next gen competitor had 79% coverage. This is the one. CrowdStrike here, you can see the blue bar, 98%, very, very high. Their competitors, 79% only. You can see there's an orange bar and then a gray bar here. Sentinel-1 also there's an orange bar. So they can only detect specific 79% as opposed to CrowdStrike's 98%. So there's more specific. That means you are safer if using CrowdStrike. Now let's go back here. Again, it took Falcon, that means their product, 4 minutes for mean time to detection. It took our competitor 47 minutes. Big difference, and this speaks volumes. Okay, why? This is the one. Okay, this is the one. So you see, again, they compare. They compare with CrowdStrike, Palo Alto, and Sentinel-1. So CrowdStrike here, MTTD is mean time to detection. For our understanding is how long it takes to detect a threat. CrowdStrike took 4 minutes on average. Palo Alto took 24 minutes. And you know already when you see when George Kurtz said 47 minutes, we know who he's referring to already. Sentinel-1. Sentinel-1 is the one that needs to take 47 minutes to detect a threat. So it's like 10 times faster. CrowdStrike is able to detect threats. And it's very obvious, all right, because you know why? Sentinel-1, we also read their earnings call, and Sentinel-1, the management, they have very openly bashing CrowdStrike. Okay, and it's really, really unfair statement, I feel. All right, unfair statement, and it's quite a misrepresentation. They knew what's happening, but they take advantage of this situation in order to they want to do future sales. And George Kurtz, again, rebut it, and then they show this is the results. I got report. CrowdStrike able to detect threats in under 4 minutes. And have 98% detection. Whereas Sentinel-1, you need 47 minutes to detect your threat, and you can only detect 78%. So it's a very huge difference really. Okay, so this is the other information that you guys need to know. Okay, so again, until here, thanks for watching. Okay, if you watch until here, that means you'll be very, very attentive. So let's move on to the summary right now. Okay, put it all together. First, our view is thesis is still intact for CrowdStrike, but we still need to monitor. Okay, number one, I have no comment on CrowdStrike financial result because it's still as good as ever. Their earnings call has informed us the post-July 19 outage as they can still win customers. They are able to close even 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure deals. One customer even picked CrowdStrike after comparing with other competitor. And one existing big Fortune 500 customers, if you all still remember, they are very impressed by the CrowdStrike's response on the outage that they even decided to replace 7 vendors with Crowd's product. Then existing customers, because what they said, they are still supporting CrowdStrike. And finally, CrowdStrike's agreements have limitation of liability and have insurance policies to cover any claims. So these are the positive news, for CrowdStrike this quarter. Now let's move on to the not so good news. Okay, the not so good news is CrowdStrike will have revenue impact in the near term because I already mentioned they weren't focused much on sales as they were solving the outage issue for a few weeks, but it has now resumed to normal already. And secondly, their sales cycle may be longer because of extra scrutiny right now. So this is the point that CrowdStrike needs, to really educate their newer potential customers, on how good their product is. And then there are signs of future sales friction from new potential customers, and CrowdStrike will have to continue work to build their trust and reputation. So these are the things, the not so good news, for CrowdStrike, and we need to continue to monitor. And that is why, guys, the next Q3 and Q4 results will be very crucial. Why? And this is to know CrowdStrike's ability, whether they can win new customers and whether they can continue their high growth rate. All right. So again, if you love this kind of a sharing here and you benefit a lot, do consider subscribing because the team will continue to monitor CrowdStrike, and if their results coming up, we'll do the same analysis like today. So do subscribe so that you don't miss out. Yeah. Okay, again, thanks guys, okay, for spending your time to watch this video, and I look forward, okay, to share another video with you guys again. So thanks guys.